and that's what it was about. But you know, I learned at that aspect, and I continue to learn. There is no silver bullet. You know, there is no one thing that you can say, if I do this, it will turn out right this way. You gotta hope. You gotta pray. You gotta keep locked in and tell them the truth about where that addiction leads. I spare no time and no expense in regard to showing my son the picture of what addiction does. From people that we meet, to family members, to friends, I spare no expense in letting them know, yeah, see, this is how your grandfather died in Atlanta, was the fact that he was an alcoholic for all of his life. And that's how he died. This guy who took you fishing, the one you want me to take you fishing your whole life, he ends up taking you fishing one time, he dies the next summer. This is how he died, because he drank every day of his life and he couldn't kick it. So, again, it's something that we have to address. We have to address it because it's not just someone else's kid. It's not just my kid. It's not just the other person who sits next to you in a pew. These are our kids. They really are. These are our fathers. These are our uncles. These are our brothers and sisters. They're the ones who are out there dealing with addiction. And until we take responsibility for that and stand forward and say, listen, there is something that I can do, like getting them actively involved in church is a good way. Get them actively involved in the community, actively involved in school, actively involved in social services. My son, we volunteer every year. For the past 3 years, we volunteer for Metropolitan Ministries serving during Thanksgiving in their soup kitchen and donation center out there, because I want to teach them that sometimes you got to give back. You've been fortunate, son. You have to give back based on your fortune and what you receive. And all of those things, my hope is that by doing that and reinforcing and reinstilling all of that in him, it'll give us an opportunity to at least be successful at managing some of the pain that life brings you. Because a lot of times life isn't as fun. It's not as fair. And sometimes it brings you pain. That's really all I have today. I think there are a lot was spoken in regard to addiction. Operation PAR, we are available. We do have services and programs that are available that treat addiction, whether that's an adolescent who needs treatment for substance use. We do have an adolescent academy that's on 54th Avenue, just off of 66th Street in St. Petersburg. It's a residential facility. It's variable length of stay, so the length of stay will vary. On average, a kid's there on residential for about 90 days. We can do a little bit longer, sometimes that's a little shorter. We do have outpatient treatment services, which is really the most prevalent service out there is outpatient treatment right now. But we do have those available as well at all of our different treatment sites, from South St. Petersburg on 4th Street to that 54th Avenue for adolescents, to our residential treatment facilities up on 66th Street just north of Almerton, which are our adult facilities. We do have a women and children's village as well that allows an opportunity for women who are dealing with a substance use issue to come to treatment and bring their children with them. That is variable length of stay as well, but on average they'll stay there for about 6 months, and then we'll have transitional housing from there for individuals who are leaving that program and out.